So today we are going to discuss about three major cash crops. Last class we were discussing about the food crops consisting of rice, wheat and sugarcane. So the remaining three crops which is in our syllabus is tea, coffee and rubber. So these are all considered as cash crops. Actually, cash crops are those crops which are being produced mainly for profit, other than consuming by the farmer. वही है cash crop, जो profit के लिए बनाता है. There are a lot of cash crops, but important them are tea, coffee, and rubber. The sugar cane also is one of the cash crops, we can say. There are multiple crops like the same. So the first one is tea. We are familiar with the tea, coffee. ये दोनों we are most familiar because most of the time, day to day, we are consuming it. But what is this tea actually? Tea is actually a dried leaf. It is being made from a bush. What is that bush? It is Camellia sinensis. Camellia sinensis is that food. So इसका क्या use है? When it is being boiled in water and add with sugar and milk or with water, it gives a very cheap and stimulating. That is the peculiarity. It gives us some stimulation. Usually, most of the Indians are consumers of this tea. It contains theine. So that is the stimulator which is included in the tea. After drinking water, the most consumable drink is this tea. But regarding its origin, there are a lot of sayings like it is originated from China. Mostly we are thinking that it is mainly originated from China. But there are other side as well. Some are saying that it is originated in the northeast India. Some are saying that it is in the north Myanmar. Anyway, we don't have that much of proof. It is all just saying. But mostly we believe that it is made from China. Because there are evidence which says China is using tea from 5,000 years ago itself. So that is how the tea is being originated and the relevance of the tea. And regarding its, based on its importance, the United Nations General Assembly 2019 considered May 21st as International Tea Day. That's about tea. Now we can see what are the conditions required for the growth. Actually, tea, as I said, it is whether it is in India, whether it is in China, whether it is in Myanmar, it comes under tropical or subtropical regions. So it's mainly seen in these areas, tropical. It's also seen in temperate regions as well, but mostly it is the climate required is the tropical and subtropical climate, which temperature between 20 degree to 30 degrees. So a high temperature is required, but temperature above 35 degrees Celsius is not good, and temperature below 10 degrees Celsius is also not good. It will harm the plant. And the temperature, rainfall record is 150 to 300. That is why it comes under tropical or subtropical. उसी एरिया पे बहुत ज़्यादा rainfall होगा. So it requires, this crop requires minimum 150 to 300 centimeter annual rainfall तो चाहिए. Like the अभी rice, when we said about food crops के बारे में बोल, तो उसके लिए भी ज़्यादा rainfall चाहिए. तो rice also having the same. Like tea also requires high rainfall. And the soil required is slightly acidic soil चाहिए, consists of porous subsoil. That is, water should be penetrate through the soil, and it should be deep and fertile. Drain soil चाहिए, rich in humus and organic matter. Mostly seen in the hilly areas, but as we know, tea is also cultivating in the plain regions of Assam, one of the famous tea in India. So let's see how it is been evolved. This tea as commercial industry has been evolved in India. So commercial cultivation of tea in India started during British time, say, when the Robert Bruce in 1823 discovered tea plant growing wild in Upper Brahmaputra Valley. Upper Brahmaputra Valley में ऐसा बहुत ज़्यादा tea plant को वो देख लिया है. So that time he thought of creating market करेगा, बहुत ज़्यादा है. After their consumption, it can be distributed to other areas. So where it is being Brahmaputra Valley, that is mainly in Assam region. So in 1838, the first Indian tea from Assam was sent to England for public sale. So the commercial cultivation started mainly from Assam region or the northeastern part of India. The origin of tea board, so in the second landmark is 1903, where the tea board started. Indian tea cess bill बनाया था, उसी time में they have given to the origin of tea board, and later the tea board of India was established in 1954. So there are certain landmarks. 80s we have using the tea. 1903 में they have given tea board बना दिया था. So later after independence, tea board of India बना दिया है, mainly in as headquarters in Kolkata. Now later during 1960s, small tea plantations in vogue in India since 90. So ऐसा था, small tea plantation था, and were mostly concentrated in South Indian region में था, mainly in Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. Small tea plantations. Later क्या हुआ? They have been spread to northeastern states. Assam and West Bengal में भी small tea plantation भी बनाना शुरू किया. पहले तो full extension में था, बड़ा था, but छोटा tea plantations were not there. But during 1960s, these kind of plantations started growing in South India, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. And later, during 1980s and 1990s, when I say, the same character is being moved to the Assam and West Bengal region as well. In 2007, there were 55,79,353 hectares under tea cultivation, out of which 44,59,613 hectares was in North India and 1,19,740 hectares in South India. ऐसा distribution किया था. Later in 2013, India's estimated tea production was उतना ज़्यादा हुआ, it became 900 million kilograms, which count about 23 to 24% of the global tea production. So we are one of the leading producer of tea. Whatever the crops we are saying, you can see it will be within 10, India will be there. So here also India is one of the leading producer. We can say one of second position. It's where India become. Now in 2021, we have 1.3 billion kilograms of tea production in India, and during 2022 till we have 1.2 billion kilograms of tea production. So that is the evolution. पहले कहाँ में था? अपर ब्रह्मपुत्र वैली में रॉबर्ट ब्रूस ने आइडेंटिफाई किया है in 1823. लेटर आसाम से वो बाहर कंट्री में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना चाहिए, स्पेशली इंग्लैंड, बिकॉज दैट वाज रूल्ड बाय ब्रिटिशर्स था, तो उधर शुरू किया है, पब्लिक सेल शुरू किया है, एंड दे हैव स्टार्टेड टी बोर्ड इन 1903 में. But after independence, it was turned to become Tea Board of India, established in Kolkata. And धीरे धीरे small scale producers also started. 1960s होने से South India में हो गया. वो they were moved after the same characteristic has been moved to northeastern part of India. Assam, West Bengal region में भी same character लेके आया है. And from there, we are producing a good amount of tea to the world. So there are certain challenges in the tea sector. One is stiff competition and improved standards. हमारा तो ऐसा है, we have बहुत competition है, not only from India, बहुत बाहर का बहुत जगह से we have facing competition. चाइना है, केन्या है, ब्राजील है, बहुत जगह से we are facing competition in the tea production. तो क्या हो गया? Stiff competition है एक साइड में, so we have to continuously improve the standard. So that is one of the challenges that we are facing. Tea plant का तो ऐसा है, there will be certain for every 4 year 5 years तो maximum इसका growth है, उसके बाद इसको तो replace करना है, but we are using 20 years तक we are using the tea plant. So that क्या होगा? Our productivity तो कम होगा. That is the second challenge we are having, decline in the productivity. And another problem, climatic change. Climatic change के वजह से भी we are facing the productivity and the quality problem in Indian tea. पहले तो ऐसा था, Indian tea was high quality था. Right now we are facing quality problem in Indian teas. क्या है? पहले तो 5 maximum life is replacement time is 4 to 5 years था, but currently we are taking minimum 20 years. 20 years to we are using the same plant for producing. So quality धीरे धीरे नीचे आ जाएगा. Another one was poor worker condition and low wage. So we know usually this is in the rural areas होगा this tea cultivation. So rural population के लिए अपना सा earning है ये तो, लेकिन वो लोग क्या है? They are not that much developed है, so they are purely depending on this tea cultivation. But क्या है? उन लोगों के लिए low wage देता है. So that is another problem. एक साइड में टी मैक्सिमम प्रोड्यूस करेगा, एक्सपोर्ट का सब कुछ है, लेकिन द बेनिफिट इज नॉट गोइंग टू द लेबर्स हु आर वर्किंग इन द टी सेक्टर. देन स्मॉल टी ग्रोवर्स, अबाउट 25% ऑफ इंडिया ऐसा है, देयर स्मॉल टी ग्रोवर्स है, स्मॉल प्रोड्यूसर्स है. जस्ट आई सेड अर्लियर 1960s में ऐसा था, these small tea growers were in South India था, they are also moved to Northeast India में भी. So these two area is the highest tea producing area in India. तो ये दोनों एरिया में क्या हुआ है? बहुत ज्यादा स्मॉल ऑर्डर. नाउ दे आर होल्डिंग ऑलमोस्ट 25%. तो क्या होगा? प्रोडक्टिविटी में थोड़ा इश्यूज होता है इसके ऊपर. देन लेबर अवेलेबिलिटी इश्यूज. Just like every agriculture, people are moving to other sectors. एक तो है लो वेज, दूसरा है स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग. ये सब प्रॉब्लम आता है, तो क्या करेगा? ये लेबर को मिलना बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है. Another one is high domestic consumption. India is one of the leading producer of tea. At the same time, India is also one of the leading consumer of this tea. So there is lot of domestic demand for tea. So export करने के लिए we are facing problem. So these are some of the challenges that we are facing in the tea industries. Now we can see the distribution of or the production of tea in India. So सबसे highest production is in Assam. India में सबसे highest production, if you look here, 51%, almost half of the India's tea production is in Assam region में है. Assam में दरांग, गोलपारा, कामरूप, लखीमपुर, डिब्रूगढ़, नौगांव, शिवसागर, चाचर, करबी, अनलॉक and North चाचर. ये सब region में we can see the, but ये सब इतना सा पढ़ने की जरूरी नहीं है. Those areas you know you can answer. So that covers, Assam covers 51% of the total tea production in India, which is being followed by West Bengal. So Northeast India, so if you look, this 51 plus 27, almost 80%, almost 80%, not almost 80, almost 80% is dominated by northeastern part of India. And in West Bengal, it is Darjeeling, Terai, and those regions may have सबसे ज़्यादा tea production. So Assam में West Bengal में कितना है? Almost 27%. It is the data of 2014-15 है. So there may be slight changes, but still 75%, 3/4 of the total production is in Assam and West Bengal together. Remaining, it is in South India, consisting of the southernmost states, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu में 40%, Kerala में 6%, and Karnataka में 0.56%. इतना है. Tamil Nadu में कन्याकुमारी, तिरुनेलवेली, मदुरै, कोयम्बटूर, and नीलगिरी. Kerala में कन्नूर, पालक्काड, कोझिकोड, मलप्पुरम, त्रिशूर, तिरुवनंतपुरम, Koilon, Kottayam, Ernakulam, Idukki, Wayanad. So almost all the districts of Kerala. Then some portion in Karnataka, that is Chikmagalur, Coorg, and Hassan districts of Karnataka. So these are the areas where we are having maximum production of tea. If you look at this, you can see Kerala में है tea production है. Small areas of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu में है. Then we have in Northeast India में है. Then some portion in Himachal Pradesh also. You can see the tea production areas. क्योंकि वो भी hilly area है. Climate उतना ऊपर जाने से, बहुत ऊपर जाने से not possible, because the temperature should not go below 10 degrees Celsius. That's why it is difficult there. इसी area पे क्या होगा? Temperature will be more than 35 degrees. That is also not suitable for cultivation. तो ये तो, और इसी region में we have Western Ghats, sorry Eastern Ghats है, उधर भी कम है. Why? Because that requires 150 to 300 centimeters of rainfall. तो वो भी थोड़ा मुश्किल है. That's why these other regions are not dominating tea producers in India. Now let's see the global condition. So just like almost everything, the most producer, the best producer or the maximum production of tea is in China. So second में, like everything, India will come, followed by Sri Lanka, Japan, Russia, and UK, United Kingdom. So these are the areas where most popular tea production occurs. And in 2020, the global market value was about rupees. This is actually rupees है, rupees 1,700 billion. Market value था tea के लिए. If you look, you can see. If you look at tea production, it is 2,500 metric kg है. ये China में, then India, then Kenya, Sri Lanka, ऐसे ऐसे जाएगा production में. So this is the global distribution. If you look the areas, it is mainly seen. This is the major tea producing area. We can see this region. This region में you can see maximum production है. That is why it is mainly, we are saying it is mainly concentrated in tropical and subtropical region बोलता है. तो India है, China है, Myanmar है, ये सब region में you can see the distribution here. And there are minor tea production. Russia में है, this South American countries में है, southern part of African region में है. ये सब region में you can see the distribution of the tea. So that about tea production. Now we can move to another beverage, that is coffee. So second most consuming liquid is tea hai. So third mein of course it will come coffee. The third most consuming beverage is the coffee. India is among top 10 mein hai, not in the second position like every other product. About in globally, if you take, we have 3% of the global coffee production in 2020. Why it is coffee is important for India? Because Indian coffee is one of the best coffee in the world. ISA considered, and India have mainly two kind of coffee types. That one is Arabica and second one is Robusta. Arabica has high market value than Robusta. Coffee due to its mild aromatic flavor है. तो flavor अच्छा है, mild है, Arabic. So market value इसका तो सबसे ज़्यादा है, more than this Robusta coffee. And India was first introduced to coffee in 16th century in southern part of India. Mainly the Platonic region में we can see the coffee production in India, especially in Karnataka and some portions of Kerala. You can see the coffee production mainly in India. So the production and export देखने से production of 53% of the coffee comes from, just I said, Karnataka से है, remaining 28 is from Kerala से है, and 11% is from Tamil Nadu, which produce about 8,200 megatons of coffee is producing from these three states. If you look at this picture, it is where we are distributing, we are importing to other countries. Mainly, if you look, other countries पूरा मिला के 45% देता है. Other than this, if you take, we are maximum exporting our coffee to Italy, then followed by Germany, then 8% by Belgium. So almost 40% is exporting to Italy, Germany, and Belgium. And other than this, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, maximum production is in Odisha and northeastern areas as well. So after this, almost 80 to 90% is covered by the South Indian states, hai, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Hai. Remaining portion mainly dominated by Odisha and northeastern areas. यहाँ भी थोड़ा है, उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है. According to Food and Agriculture Organization study, India is the 8th largest exporter of coffee by volume. Exporter maximum 8th largest exporter है coffee का, and total export is about rupees 83 billion. उतना ज़्यादा 2021-22 में उतना ज़्यादा export we have made in coffee. So how it is been distributed coffee production, इसका trend है 2019-20 में थोड़ा कम है, लेकिन 2021 में बहुत ज़्यादा million की, almost 354 million kgs of coffee has been produced in India. सबसे highest है. And now if you look the production of coffee worldwide देखने से, so the concept is entirely different from tea है. ऐसा है, it is not the China, it is not the India. Even though India is there in the first 10 position, the most important country is Brazil. सबसे ज़्यादा coffee production is in Brazil में है. According to International Coffee Organization, a total of 169.6 million 160 kilogram bags of coffee were produced worldwide in 2020 में. उतना ज़्यादा million 60 kg grams per pack है, उतना ज़्यादा production we have made throughout the world. At the end of the 20, इसमें है 10 biggest countries including Brazil, Vietnam, Colombia, Indonesia, Ethiopia, Honduras, and India, and some of the countries. They were produced 87% of the total coffee production in the world. And out of this, if you look, 40% of the world's coffee is supplied from Brazil. So 87% है, total 10 countries है. Out of that, 40% is provided by Brazil. That is the relevance of Brazil in that much of leading is Brazil in coffee production. If you look at this, 63.4 million acre land है, production है ब्राजील में in the first place में. Second में आएगा वियतनाम, third में आएगा, if you look here, rest of the world पूरा मिला के 18.4, and then the Colombia आएगा. इंडिया देखने से almost 5.7 है. But if you look at the productivity, that is प्रोडक्शन पर हेक्टर में देखने से सबसे ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन इज इन वियतनाम में है. वियतनाम में प्रोडक्टिविटी ज्यादा है. ब्राजील कम्स ओनली इन द सेकंड प्लेस में. तो वियतनाम सबसे ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिविटी इन रिगार्डिंग कॉफी. You see the distribution also, you can see if you make a line here to here, you can see maximum concentration of the coffee production is in these countries, with leading production in Brazil. Brazil में इसके बीच में है, बाकी सब कंट्री में उतना ज्यादा नहीं है. That is the importance of Brazil in coffee production. So dominating country we can directly say about Brazil. So that's about coffee. Coffee में सबसे ज्यादा है Brazil है production में, followed by Vietnam, Colombia, Indonesia. India is in the 7th or 8th position. वो तो change होगा बीच बीच में. And 40% of the world's production is in Brazil में है coffee का. Now the last one, that is rubber. Rubber mainly used for अभी synthetic rubber भी है, natural rubber भी है. So India is one of the dominating producer of natural rubber. One of the leading producer also. So rubber में देखने से, what is this rubber? Rubber is a polymer of isoprene, an organic compound है. From where this rubber is getting? Mainly from 𝐬𝐴 brasiliensis. Say that is the biological name of rubber. Rubber plant है. इसमें से from latex of this plant, tropical tree, we are producing rubber. But there are some other trees. This is actually 𝐬𝐴 brasiliensis. ये है, and other latex और दूसरा plant है genus Landolphia. इसमें से भी we are producing, but not that much. The vines is that is actually the vine which is maximum production is in Congo है, so it is also known as Congo rubber बोलता है इसको तो. So this is actually natural rubber है, and we are saying about the natural rubber. So natural rubber इसका growth के लिए there are certain conditions required. Important is the temperature should be between 20 to 34 degrees. So tropical region, we can directly say tropical region में है, and rainfall minimum 100 rainy days भी चाहिए. So these areas where the tropical climate exists or subtropical climate exists, there we can see maximum rubber production. 100 days minimum चाहिए, rainy days चाहिए minimum. During annually it's requires, and temperature चाहिए 20 to 34 degree, and with humidity of average 80%. So humidity भी ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. Sunshine hour is 2000 hours चाहिए. So all these shows it is mainly dominating in the tropical region, and the soil required is well drained and well weathered soil चाहिए. So that is mainly laterite soil. So laterite soil में rubber will grow properly. Other than that, we have alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is fertile soil that we know. So anything can be grown there. Other than laterite, we have red soil as well. Same characteristics है, almost the same of the lateritic soil का है. So it is also grow in this red soil. So where we are seeing in India is mainly where we are maximum seeing in India, this rubber plant. The total production of the natural rubber is approximately 648,000 tons during 2018-2019. This is the recent data I got. So almost 66,50,000 tons of natural rubber production. Natural भी है, synthetic भी है. So इसमें natural products I am saying about the natural. Then according to Food and Agriculture Organization Corporation Statistics Database 2019, India is the 4th largest producer and 4th largest consumer of rubber. So rubber सबसे ज़्यादा किसके क्यों use करते हैं? Mainly for making tire. Tire बनाने के लिए we are using. Then for slippers, ये सब बनाने के लिए maximum we are using the rubber. So the production capacity is about, for India, the production capacity is about 9 lakh tons. About 75% is from tap, that is from natural. It is being made from natural rubber plant से बनाता है 75%. Other than this, we have another type of rubber, that is synthetic rubber. India produced almost 6,33,970, 6,34,000 tons in 2017 and 18 of synthetic rubber में artificial है. And there are 4 companies which produces this. 2017-18 का बात है. 4 companies है ये प्रोडक्ट. तो इसमें क्या क्या होता है? Synthetic rubber 2 type का है. One is styrene butadiene rubber and polybutadiene rubber. Styrene 63% है and polybutadiene 34% of the synthetic rubber produced in the country. So this is how we are having the rubber in India. And let's see the distribution of rubber industry. The production capacity in India is 9 lakh tons है, which is about 75%. तो हम बोल दिया है. Traditionally, we are growing mainly seen in rubber is mainly grown in Kerala, Tamil Nadu. These 2 states में Kerala and Tamil Nadu में maximum rubber production है, almost 81% of the total production. As I am from Kerala, anywhere if you go, you can, especially in the eastern part of Kerala, you can see the rubber cultivation. Major districts include Kottayam, Kollam, Ernakulam, Pathanamthitta, Kozhikode, etc. And in Tamil Nadu, it is in Nilagiri, Madurai, Kanyakumari, Coimbatore, and Salem. These are part of Western Ghat का जो portion है, उधर ही maximum rubber cultivation होता है, both in Kerala and Tamil Nadu में. So these two countries covers almost 81%. Remaining includes mainly northeastern states like Tripura, Assam, and Meghalaya, which is being followed by Odisha, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and West Bengal. So major contribution is from Kerala and Tamil Nadu hai. Remaining smaller portion Tripura, Assam, and Meghalaya, and is being followed by Odisha, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and West Bengal. So this is how the rubber is being distributed, and it is mainly seen in sheet. शीट बनाएगा, रबर क्या करेगा, रबर प्लांट को टैप करेगा, उसका मिल्क लेगा, लैटेक्स लेगा, वो लैटेक्स से वी विल मेक शीट बना देगा. सो दिस शीट अकाउंट्स अबाउट 70% of the rubber processed rubber, these sheets. So rubber बनाने के लिए maximum we are using this sheet. Mainly this is used for transportation, as I already said. Transportation wheel बनाने के लिए maximum we are using. So transportation sector के लिए maximum rubber is consumed, which is being followed by footwear, slippers, ऐसा चीज बनाने के लिए we are using maximum rubber in India. If you look at the regions, you can see Kerala है, and some portions this area में Tamil Nadu में भी है. Then Karnataka, Maharashtra में थोड़ा है, Odisha में है. Then we have in the northeastern states also the tropical rubber is being distributed. So global scenario देखने से, as I said, India fourth position में है. It may also varies third, fourth. Sorry, India fourth position में है. It may vary fourth, fifth, वो भी आने का chances है. तो सबसे ज़्यादा production is Thailand, and it is mainly seen in tropical humid climate that we have mentioned. जो condition बोलने से, तो Thailand में है सबसे ज़्यादा production, followed by Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and China. Other than India, इतना सा state में rubber production बहुत ज़्यादा है. They are producing both natural and synthetic rubber. The current world production consumption is production है 12.40 million tons, and consumption is more than that, that is 12.60 million tons. सबसे ज़्यादा. Natural rubber का consumption सबसे first one is in China, second one India. So natural rubber का सबसे important consumer है India, and उसके पहले China. Then USA, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia. क्योंकि यहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा vehicle, if you look, India में बहुत ज़्यादा vehicles हो रहे हैं, because of that much population we have, and China also the same condition. So we are maximum depending on this rubber. So if you look at the data, harvested area is about 12.339 hectares है. And production in tons देखने से 14,616,614 इतना सा production tons है इसका production. And regarding the rubber production of the continents देखने से, most of the countries, as I said, this Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, China, yes, सब it is in Asia में. So सबसे ज़्यादा production is in Asia itself. Largest producer Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, India. If you look, it's in fourth position. Then China, ऐसा. Most of them are from Asian countries में है सबसे ज़्यादा production. This is the distribution pattern. तो यहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा है मलेशिया, वियतनाम, थाईलैंड, ये सब इसी एरिया पे है, which is being followed by second होगा चाइना, इंडिया इसी region पे, and then some portion in African region and in America, South America, and some portion in North America. So this is how the rubber plantation is being distributed. So इसमें भी more than rubber, tea and coffee are important है. इसमें आपको तो फर्स्ट देखना है क्या है वो प्लांट क्या है वो सब पढ़ने की जरूरी नहीं है. सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है ग्रोइंग कंडीशंस. ज्योग्राफिस्ट इसका ग्रोइंग कंडीशंस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कौन सी है? सो ऑल दिस इफ यू लुक मोस्टली सीन इन द ट्रॉपिकल और ट्रॉपिकल ह्यूमिड रीजन में है. सो इफ यू एक्सप्लेन द climatic condition of this region, it will be okay. Don't go for ऐसा पढ़ने की जरूरी नहीं. If you know the condition, tropical condition में कैसा है temperature, कैसा है rainfall, कैसा है humidity, ये बोलने से भी हो गया. So all these are mainly seen in this tropical region. Other than that, you want to go for major countries. India में कौन सी है region में? टी बोलने से साउथ इंडिया में है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया में है. कॉफी बोलने से भी सेम है, साउथ इंडिया में बहुत ज्यादा है, फॉलोड बाय नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया है. रबर बोलने से भी मेनली सीन इन, क्योंकि ऑल दीज आर सीन इन हिली रीजन्स है, रेनफॉल भी ज्यादा चाहिए. सो वी कैन सी इट विल बी इन साउथ इंडिया एंड नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया. ऑलमोस्ट सेम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है ये दोनों जगहों पर. सो ऑल दिस क्रॉप इज डोमिनेटेड एज दिस रीजन है. तो ऐसा बोलने से, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बोलने से हो गया. एंड वर्ल्ड वाइड देखने से जहाँ पे है, स्पेशली एशिया में है, ये ट्रॉपिकल रीजन में कौन कौन मेजर कंट्रीज आता है वो बोलने से हो गया. टी में है चाइना, फॉलोड बाय इंडिया है, वो देखना है. कॉफी में डोमिनेटिंग ब्राजील है, नथिंग टू से, डायरेक्टली ब्राजील है. देन इफ यू लुक द रबर में देखने से थाईलैंड, वियतनाम, मलेशिया, ये सब कंट्रीज है. along with that we have India also in that list. So that is how it is being distributed. That's it. इसी एरिया पे कुछ डाउट है तो पूछ सकता है.
No, sir.
Okay then.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.